Hey everyone, this is your host DC and welcome to NFT Project Showcase. In this show we talk about anything and everything NFT in the NFT scene, otherwise known as non-fungible tokens. Today my guests is the one and only West Coast Customs. If you may have seen their popular TV show on various channels or on Netflix, which I was watching today. They're in it now in the NFT scene. They're heating it up. So welcome, guys. And so for those of us who have never seen the show, tell us everything about you and what you do.
Thank you for that introduction. I'm Ryan. I'm the CEO of the world famous West Coast Customs. To break it down in a short story is I wanted to create a shop that could really do anything and everything under one roof. Fast forward 27 years and here we are today. We're building cars for brands, for celebrities, for everybody and anybody, but now we're building cars in the digital space. So I think it's an exciting way for us to be, introduced into this world because it's something, I think everything's an art piece when you look at some of these builds that we do, and the team with me can explain a little bit more in detail about each and every one that we're offering. But it's something exciting for us to be a part of such a new, fast growing world. And I think, we fit perfectly in it.
Oh man, I'd have to agree with you there because I've seen a bunch of your custom rides, and I'm just going to be honest. I'm not a car guy. Yes. I love driving them. I know how to drive them, but your stuff is unbelievable. Like if I could take that Mario Kart from this scene here and drive it around, I'd be on that in 2 seconds.
Yeah, I think the Mario Kart is a perfect example of kind of what the business has turned into. We used to build mini trucks in a small garage, and now we have a 60,000 square foot shop, and we're building. That's an interesting build because Nintendo approached us. We took a asset from them and built it into the real world. So now we're like backwards doing that, right? We're taking the actual vehicle and putting it back into the digital space. So I think it's pretty interesting to just see kind of this whole world, evolve around us. Even if you're not a car guy, I think, for people that just like artwork and you look at some of these cars as art pieces, and each one is created differently for each client, whether it's a celebrity client or a brand or just a friend. And I chose these ones to kind of drop just in the beginning because I feel like these are ones that are special to my business and to me personally. Like back to the Mario Kart of like something that we took out of the digital world and created into the real world. And it became like, wow, okay, this is what the business can turn into. And then you look at like the Post Malone Explorer and you look at that truck, and that was just a fun kind of throwback to our old world of Pimp My Ride. And it's like spinners and crazy interiors and butterfly doors. But for Post Malone, it was like something that inspired 2 of his hit songs. So I think it just shows like just the range of different vehicles and different stories of each vehicle that was special to me, and that's why we chose these ones to drop.
Well, and that's awesome. I'm just going to jump to this page real quick because for those who haven't seen the show, I have. So and me not being a car guy doesn't mean that I didn't love your show, because what I loved about your show is the tech behind it and all the cool stuff that was like you had computer systems and lights and doors opening up automatically. That's the kind of stuff I like. And I thought that was badass.
Yeah, and that's what I love, and that's why I can still say 27 years later that I still love my job, is because we are pushed to those limits and we're pushed to do things that don't exist and don't actually bolt onto a car. And we have to figure out a way to make them work, and everything in between that. And what I'm fortunate to be able to do is to be able to film it all and make it into a show and be able to share with the fans. So I think it's cool to just hear that, because when you think, people that are really into cars and, they look at some of the stuff we do and they, sometimes people frown upon it, but then when you step back and look at it, it's like we're building stuff for clients that can buy anything in the world, and they chose us to build them this vehicle that doesn't exist. So, you know, we get to get challenged every day. We're challenged with something new. And, you know, Musa at the end here is my lead designer when it comes to like sitting down with a client and going over a build. And he builds these beautiful renderings that now are being offered into the digital world. But when you look at that rendering, that's really our blueprint to some of these builds. And I think that's special to be able to have that and have it a part of our business and, you know, to share with a client. And now we're able to share it in the metaverse. So I think it's pretty amazing.
Man, and you weren't kidding when you said it is an art form, right? It's like, can you just give our audience a little bit about, you know, explain your process of kind of start to finish before we get into the, you know, the NFTs? Because I want to give them an idea of what goes into this type of stuff. And then, you know, my next question is going to be, how did you get into NFTs? So.
Okay. So for the process, it typically starts really at this table right here that you see. And we'll sit down with a client and we'll go over what their dream is, whether it's a full vehicle or a vehicle they own already that they want to transfer into and transfer made it into like what they really are envisioning in their head. So hopefully most of the time the clients know what they want. And then you get into the situation where the clients really don't know what they want, but they have some design ideas, and then we have to turn that into a rendering, and then that rendering becomes the build. But it really starts here. You know, when we sit here at this table and we go over ideas, Musa makes his notes, and then he does these beautiful drawings just right in front of the clients where they're like, whoa, that's perfect. Then he puts it into his computer and we build the blueprint for what the build's going to actually be. And then the process really starts there. That goes downstairs, and then the entire shop, you know, we have a sit down meeting about it, and then it goes through each one of the departments. And inside the shop, we have everything from interior to paint to fabrication to wood fabrication, R&D rooms. So there really isn't, most of the time, we could build it downstairs. Yeah. There is times where Musa challenges us and we get into the Musa. But most of the time we spin that around and we build the car, and that's really how the process begins. Man, and I think to answer your second question of how this became into the NFT world is really, you know, these pieces of art that we've created are art pieces that I think we would love to share with all of our fans. You know, not everybody can come visit West Coast Customs. Not everybody sees our show. Not everybody, you know, so it's like, this is a way that we can share something that we built for a client that's special to that client, and now it can be offered in the metaverse. I think that's the easiest way to answer it.
Man, that's awesome. And did you have, or did any of your team have any experience with NFTs before coming in, or is this new, or is this something like, wow, this is a hobby, or tell me a little bit about it.
Yeah, I'm going to jump in here now. It's Kurt, and this actually started in 2016. Ryan and I and Musa and Mark, initially in the early days, we looked at getting into almost like a crypto kitties kind of a club in 2016 with car parts and different items that would bolt onto a car. And it was what we were trying to do just wasn't there at the time. So we kind of sat on it. We had blueprints and ideas and drawings and renders, and then kind of 2020 struck, and those three little letters NFT came into the world. And it was like, Ryan, I called him and I said, you're not going to believe this. What we were working on in 2016 has finally hit a mainstream, and those words are getting out there and people know what it is. So this, I think it's very important for the viewers that are watching to know that this isn't just something that we stumbled upon and said, hey, we want to get into the NFT space. We've actually been working on this since 2016, really right before the big, crash the first time with Bitcoin and Ethereum when it went down. And I personally don't think the space at that time was ready for where it is today. And there's so much more education about it. And there's so many more dApps and so many more, people that are collecting and building communities based upon NFTs, which is great for us. And, we kind of got on a call and said, there's nothing in the automotive space. There's really, even if there was, we have such a powerful brand that we could attach to this, because that's what we do. It's all about customization. Everything that Ryan and Musa do is a piece of art. And kind of interesting is this collection that you're looking at on screen took almost 4.5 months to make, from the digital art aspect of it. Everything from the back tires on the Paris Hilton car, they were 2 inches too small. So we actually had to go in, extrude them out from the body so it matched the actual car. I mean, we paid so much attention to detail when we were building these things with the artists, and we would go back to Ryan and say, what do you think? Oh, wouldn't it be cool if the spinners would go on Post Malone's car when it was in the packaging, and maybe that's something you could show after. The Rusty Wallace. When the trunk comes down, you're going to see the attention to detail. The wood matches exactly like the wood in the episode that Ryan picked out. So there's so many little details on these cars. The glass rims that Musa built on the Tron for the digital art. I mean, those are to spec. Everything from the neon lights behind them are accurate in colors and hue and saturation. It's absolutely absurd the amount of detail that went into these.
Oh man, I loved that answer. Wow, that's great. That's you hit, like you're talking my language now. You're talking my NFT crypto language. I love it. Everything you said is on point. And yeah, I mean, our fan base is all over the world. So again, if like you said, if people haven't seen the show, they're gonna love these NFTs. And do you mind if I scroll down and show a few of them?
I would love to see the Posty and the Rusty. I mean, the detail, that would be awesome. And then we'll kind of maybe let Jessup talk about the rarity levels or mark. I mean, there's something here too. And let me just stop you for a second while you're on this. This is what's the 1/64th. And what people may not understand is back in 2000, there was a collection, die-cast collection with Mattel called whips. And that's what everybody here is probably our demographic knows, but a whip was a car. And so I don't know what they call them nowadays, Ryan, but so the whips series.
We still call them whips.
I know. Right. So the whips series came in a 1/64th is what you're looking at there, which is the typical Hot Wheel or Matchbox size. And then there was a 1/18th scale, which is when you scroll down it a little bit, you'll see that scale. So the way the NFT drop is set up is those are the entry-level NFTs, and they all come with a utility. We can get into that a little bit later, but I wanted you to see the difference between the 1/64th and the 1/18th. So if you want to play maybe like the Posty one or even the Paris one as a smaller one, it'd be cool. Just kind of shows you, some of the detail, and we thought it'd be cool to throw it into kind of like a trading card metaverse vibe for the smaller collectibles. And then when you go to the 1/64th scale, you're going to see that there's a lot more rendering. Like you could pick the Posty one, would be cool. That one probably has the most. So the Post Malone one, the old school, yeah. So this one definitely has the most animation. It's dead on to the way it was created with the spinners, the butterfly doors. And if you could peek inside really quick, that's accurate to the speaker system that Ryan installed. Even the etched glass with the Post Malone on it. So that's really a one-to-one, representation of even the grill blinking colors. And then other cool things we could have.
Kurt, you should speak on just the memory, because I think that's what's unique about ours. Okay, sorry. I didn't cut you off. But I look at that memory and I'm like, that's a great piece of the whole journey of this build, him seeing it for the first time.
So we created a memory on the back of every of the 1/64 scale, and it's basically an unveiling or an emotion that we're trying to pull out, not only from people that have seen the show, but maybe not, and we're getting to them to connect with the NFT based upon the reveal. And that's when you start going through these 1/18 scale, you'll see all the memories on the back that get pulled out. And that was actually Ryan's idea 100%. And he came and said, we got to evoke the emotion when they're watching these things. And I said, why don't we put the memory on the back? And it was like, there you go. So that's a cool one. The Rusty Wallace is super cool. That has some nice animation. And I didn't realize the complexity of the, Ryan, what wood did you guys use? Do you remember in the Rusty Wallace? The bed? The bed of the...
The wood? The wood in the bed?
Yeah. It was very particular.
Yeah, it was I think it was maple wood
that we
used in the floor. Yeah,
And
that
I
was
just
in the
remember-
form of the.
And I remember in the episode watching it and going, wow, they paid such attention to the little chrome that went between the wood planks. And if you want to play the Rusty Wallace one next, that would be cool. And we could show you what we're talking about, which is the next one there. And as simple as it is, it's one of the NFTs for me that really, even the rims that we built, I mean, those are all custom we built those from scratch to make sure that they matched exactly what was on the car. And if you'll see the wood in the back. I mean, that's like the same color, the same spacing, the same amount of planks. All that detail's gone in that people might not even ever see or appreciate, but we know it's there.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So I got to point out some stuff to the viewers because there is an incredible attention to detail here. The reflections, everything about this is detailed, right? You have even if you look at this area right here, you can see the video playing in the reflection. This is insane. This is totally insane. And those of you who don't know, this is based on real cars. I mean, that's what we're talking about here, but you may not get that, but this is based on a real car.
Yeah.
Man, I'm impressed. I'm impressed. And you even have music. These NFTs have music. It has everything. This is exactly what an NFT drop should be right here. I mean, this is legit to me.
Thank you.
I think that might be a good segue into not only is it digital art, but one of the things that we spend a lot of time discussing and making sure that we implemented was adding utility. We wanted to make sure that people who invested in these or were holding on to them got something long-term by holding on to them. And so we attached utilities to all of them. Do we want to run through all of those?
Yeah, we could just do a quick overview. It might be cool to show some of the gold series, and that way we could go into it that way. So the one thing we talked about was, hey, it's cool to have exactly what the car looked like on the TV show, but Ryan, as we were speaking, was like, it would be cool to just like go crazy, because that's what we do at West Coast Customs, and produce something that was like a diamond edition and then maybe a gold edition. So what you're looking at here is the gold edition. If you want to play the Tron, the first one, I could point out a couple things. All those gold bars, you probably can't see them, but they have the West Coast Customs logo engraved in all of them. You kind of see it on the right-hand side. And what we wanted to do is just make a version that was a rarity level a little bit higher than what you're seeing with the classic. We added a gold kind of shaded city in the background that moves with the imagery. And then all the highlights as you're seeing are gold or yellow or orange, which really kind of give it that monochromatic look. The Rusty Wallace one actually has gold bars in the back that you can see the West Coast Customs logo. So we're really, really proud of this series, that's for certain. And there's a lot of work that went into it.
Yeah, you could tell. Like, this isn't your run-of-the-mill NFT. This is, I mean, like you said, even the reflections on the gold bars within where it says whips, I mean, you could see this is insane. Like, the level of detail is just insane here.
Yeah, we have
you called it. It's like, every time these things go around, you can see something different. I was tasked, this is Mark, by the way, I was tasked with building the site, for the sale. So I put every single one of these things up there, and it took me forever, not because it was complex, but because I found myself, as an aficionado for the first time, sitting back and watching these things go around on a rotation and picking out details I did not notice the time before. When you're in the heat of battle, I mean, like Kurt said, this was a 4.5 to 5 month process. I mean, from, concept of looking at that original car to the finished version that you're looking at now with the audio. I mean, so everything, from creating the art to color correcting the art to rendering the art to stitching it together, to color correcting it again, and then soundscaping it. It's like every single piece of that detail fits perfectly, and it was done and it was redone until it was 100% the way we wanted it, where like it brought a tear to your eye. So it really, you can't speak enough, to the quality of work that was done by all these artists. in all the people that were involved in this project.
Yeah, and the cool thing, I think Ryan would get tired of me calling him on the way home every single night, but it was like, hey, what do you think of this? And he would always say, oh, I want to see a new render because it's exciting, right? When you get something new. And then, oh, don't kill me, but I think we should, move this down or do that. And it's like, nope, don't worry. And I think with the audience, I think it would be cool to educate them too, where what you're looking at here, this is full rendered animation. These are HD, movies that are put together. The render time on these things it could be days.
Yeah.
And if you were to speed it up, what's called an on-demand process, you could be looking at potentially thousands of dollars if you have a lot of shaders or textures in there to get it done in an hour or two. If not, you're looking at a 1 to 2 day render time, which is pretty accurate. So when you do something like this and it's not right, and you have to go back, it's for the love of it because you want it to be perfect. But it does take time.
The actual car build was faster.
I was getting at that. I was getting at it without saying it, but yeah, at times it felt like that.
Wow.
And then so that's a cool segue, I think, to the Diamond series, which is being revealed tomorrow night. Maybe we can sneak peek with the postie. It's a still from it, but the Diamond series is something that I don't think anyone has seen it in the sense where we created what's called a glass shader, and we applied it to all the cars where the car parts are literally translucent diamonds. It's pretty unbelievable. And that's the one of ones.
Can I show it?
And the difference.
I think we could let him. What do you think?
Yeah, let's do it. First
All right.
time, first world premiere.
Right. World premiere. All right, this is really exciting. Okay, here we go.
There you go. So that is a Diamond Edition Post Malone Old School Explorer. As it rotates, it shimmers and it shines, and the whole car is see-through. Even the speaker cases when it gets to the back, and it just creates this wild, sparkling effect as a diamond would on a ring or a necklace. So that's really the one of one. It's you can even see inside of the wheels or diamond shader and the lights. It's pretty unbelievable.
Wow.
And so as with each tier, the addition amount is lower so that we could maintain the rarity for each one. So like the diamond is a 1 of 1, the golds are 1 of 5, the classics are 1 of 25, and the mini whips are 1 of 100.
Okay. So you have additions. Let's jump back. So like you said, all right. Let's start from the top.
Mark's really good at explaining the entry level. So like, I'm gonna let him speak for a minute on this, but this was so important, and I have to give credit to Ryan on this because we had it kind of set up with a classic gold and diamond, and it was like, well, wait a second, we need to bring people into this space that might not have the ETH or however they're paying to get the classic edition. So we created this, really it's an entry level, but it allows people to be part of our community without going crazy and breaking the bank. And there's 100 each of these mini whips. Mark, I'll let you explain the utility, but that was really kudos to Ryan for coming up with that idea to just bring everybody in that wants to get in.
Yeah, and I think that was part of our mission from day one, right? Was that this is not exclusively, for crypto heads, right? This is like the marriage of the real world, the digital world. You see on Kurt's hat, some of the guys in the room have that CarCoin logo. So it's a project that's tied to this. It's a social token that gives you access to NFTs and whatnot. But on the utility side, every single one of these comes with a membership to what we call the Fastlane Club, which is part of the CarCoin social token. So that essentially serves as your entry into that membership club. So there's 2 ways to get in. You can buy the social token, and if you hold X amount of tokens, you get to a different tiered membership level. But if you hold one of these NFTs, you'll be given access to that club. And once you're in that club, you do get regular NFT drops. So there's what we call kind of random rare NFT drops, where we'll give away a 1 of 1 NFT that's created specifically for the community, and one person will get that. There's community-wide NFT drops where everybody in the community gets something in the form of an NFT, and it'll be an original piece of art. It's something that's a collectible. But again, it's like when we started the CarCoin project, we had people on our Discord dropping us messages going, "Hey man, I'm just a guy with dirt under my fingernails, and I really want to be a part of this. What's a MetaMask and how do I get one?" So I think there's a sense of pride in the fact that we've accomplished a lot of what we set out to accomplish, and I think we did it a lot quicker than we had hoped to do it. And this collection here, the Mini Whips collection, is a perfect representation of that. It's a nice way to get in, to have, this highly detailed, highly collectible piece of art, but also be a part of that community. So, whether you're an average guy that collects physical die casts and wants to move into the digital space, or, you're a crypto collector and you collect NFT art, there's something here for everybody.
For sure. And, and I think that's one great thing, too, that teaming up with Origin, what they allowed us to do is we've had these crazy creative sessions on Discord and calls and Google Hangouts where like 10 or 17 people are on these calls and we're all bouncing ideas to kind of take everyone's expertise. So it's been a group effort on this, and it's just been great. And like Mark said, this is going on month number 5. So I really think it's cool when people look at this and appreciate the work that's gone into it for certain. So Mark, you want to talk about that?
NFT with the Mini Whips being NFTs, we've been working close with the great people at Collabland. So when you actually get the Mini Whip and are in the Discord, it reads your MetaMask, it sees the NFT, and you're able to automatically
enter into that level, right?
Exactly.
Okay, now you're speaking my language.
Those guys and Anjali, they're great.
Yeah, so this is fantastic. So I love this. So you could either get into the Discord and get a membership through the CarCoin, and you could grab that through Uniswap.
You got it. Yep.
All right, that's awesome. Or you could grab one of these NFTs. You could go through Collabland, do all the things, get your wallet attached, and then you'll get a membership that way, and then that gives you access to some awesome stuff on the Discord, gives you access to random drops, gives you access to maybe possibly some amazing one-of-one NFTs, etc. So you're not only creating these NFTs that are okay. So I'm going to stop and say top of the line NFTs, and all of you that are doing NFT projects need to look at this because this is the model going forward. I'm just going to say that right now. You're not only doing these top quality NFTs, but you're also creating a community that people could come and hang out and kind of do this fan thing with these amazing cars and NFTs, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you hit it. And just with the state of crypto right now, and with the price of CarCoin, our social token, it's actually less expensive to buy one of these Mini Whips and get into the Fastlane Club that way. So you do have this great collectible and access to the club for less than it would cost you to buy a token.
Another thing we're going to be doing next month is we're actually going to be having artists such as Musa, where we live stream for an hour, and we're going to have the community give feedback on, hey, let's design a car together, and then we'll turn it into an NFT, and then they can help decide based upon their ranking levels what the vote is worth. But we really want to build this community based upon this automotive space. And even if, like you said, Mark was saying, if you're not into automotive, we still want you there, and we still want you, to find value in what we're doing from a collectible standpoint. But you are right. You hit it on the head with, we really want this to be the direction that NFTs go with the utility around it.
And one of the major conversations that we had constantly was, we want to make sure that we're in this for the long haul, that it's just not a cash grab. I mean, we're seeing that happening quite a bit in this NFT space, and we wanted to make sure that we were going to provide value. That was why we went back and forth with how many editions, what was the pricing, what can we make sure that for the future, just holding this, you're in it with us. We're building that community.
Yeah, and it shows. You're not just dropping the NFTs and then running away. You have a Discord. You're growing a community. You have a coin. So I love social tokens, obviously.
Yeah.
So it's like you're creating something bigger than just dropping an NFT. and I love that.
So we have a huge event that we're putting on to launch this, and Ryan is swamped with so much stuff. So he's got to step out, but thank you for.
Yeah, no, thank you guys for letting me be a part of this. I think it's just the beginning of something really, really exciting. And as I've always been ahead of everything and with building this brand and building cars and doing what I've done, that I feel like this is just our next step in doing that. So thanks for letting us be a part of this, and the guys can take it from here.
Thanks, Ryan. Chat later, buddy.
Thanks.
We'll do a little pop down the line. And DC, you guys have been on top of it too. I mean, I never know how to pronounce it, but the Hugh Boy, that launch last night, right? Congrats on that. I wanted to say big congrats there. And
Yes, that was history in the making. Social tokens on a major exchange. That's crazy. We did it. I mean, that just paves the way for CarCoin to come out, right?
Let's go.
You got it.
I love it. So tell me about this membership. So I was reading a little bit. So jumping in here, I read about the membership a little bit. It gives you a 1 year. Tell me a little bit about it. So just we could go, like, if I bought this Paris Hilton car, which she's been on well before too, big fan, and I grab this car. Tell me a little bit about what I would get for this CarCoin Fastlane Club.
Marco?
So, yeah, I can grab that. So there's four membership levels to the club. The first one is a general admission level. So that's what comes with these mini whips series, and typically it's a 50 CarCoin hold in order to get into that level, but you have access to a specific general admission Discord group. You'll be eligible for those random rare NFTs, and then there's kind of some every once in a while there'll be these surprise community drops where everybody in the community gets something, the equivalent of almost be like an NFT trading card or something to that effect. So that's what comes with the mini whip series, that 1/64 scale. From there, the levels go up. So there's a grandstand membership level, which is 200 CarCoins, I believe. That's what comes with that version that we're looking at now. So the classic series. Again, there's a different level Discord group there. You get the community-wide NFT drops. There's another level of rarity to the NFTs that are dropped at that level. And then you're also eligible for those one-of-one drops, on kind of a weighted scale. So you could get a really highly rare NFT as part of that grandstand level membership that comes with that classic edition NFT. From there, we go up to the gold series, which comes with the Skybox membership. So this is where things really start getting hot and heavy. It's normally a 500 token hold to be in the Skybox level. And again, it comes with the gold level or the gold edition 1/18 scale NFTs here. But again, special Discord access for Skybox level. Musa pops in there every once in a while, so you can chat with him in the Discord. There's another level of NFT access that you get there that'll be dropped to you. So again, more rarity the higher you go up in that club there. And then go ahead, Jessa.
I think one thing that we haven't even said is, like, there's a lot of experiential things. So we're hosting this VIP event tomorrow, and we invited the members of so we gave away some memberships within not gave away memberships, gave away some invites to people in the community. So we offered that, and it was like 2 people got to be invited to this exclusive event where we have big collectors and some star-studded people coming for the reveal of this.
Yeah, it's a solid point, Jessup. So we will, inside of the Discord and the community, do that from time to time as well. So it's a great call out. And then, when we go through the unlockables and some of these NFTs, and hopefully in a couple minutes, you'll see that there's some additional experiential components to these. It was very important to us to attach. But just getting back to the membership levels, the final level, which is on those diamond editions that have yet to be revealed. You did see the posties, so there's going to be 5 more of those. But with that level of NFT, with that edition, it's a one of one, but it comes with a trackside membership, and there are very, very, very few trackside members just because of the requirements to hold. So that's a 1,000 token hold in order to get into the trackside membership level, and that, I mean, it comes with collector's edition NFTs. Uncommon level, common level, community wide, random rare, lottery style. A lot of that experiential stuff, you're kind of at the top of the list to be invited to these events, or it could be seamless.
Moose a little bit too. When he jumps on the Discord, that's one of the things. Is working directly with the man who's literally right here sketching a masterpiece.
There you go. Yeah, and at trackside, Ryan's part of that Discord as well. So you'll have Ryan and Musa in that trackside Discord, popping in and talking shop or talking whatever.
Musa, I think it would be cool for you to talk on what it's been like taking the drawings, turning them into 3D, then working with the artists who animate to bring them to life, because it's not just like one person is jumping into the animation program and it's done. It's like these are all baby steps. There's little components and pieces that have to get shared and built, and it's not uncommon that 3 or 4 or sometimes 5 people will each take a little specialty part to make what we're seeing here. So Musa, I mean, touch on that. It'd be cool to hear.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a group effort. From concept and being Ryan sit down, and we actually have to create these renderings. Then we create some of them, some CAD data. Then we get the guys to build it, and then now we bring it back to the to the metaverse, which is cool because I think it's a cool continuation of we become like a full circle, because there are some technology that sometimes the client wants, but then because of time frame and budget, it couldn't flourish. But then now we have the chance to do it. Yeah,
right.
But I'm sure Post wanted his Explorer fully diamond out.
It's gonna get to see it.
I think I love working with your team. Everything how you even come down to the detail. You talk about how the rusty wallets, the wood, even the rims, because some of these rims are they are not off the shelf, and then sometimes we have to figure out the CAD data because we only make one of these,
right?
And then
it's Ryan's brain to Musa's drawing to Keyshot into Blender, learning how to change the lighting. It's it's so many.
It's
so many things.
And then when you dabble in it,
it'll go to Ness and Andy, and then they look at it and go,
I love working with them.
2 inches off. I've literally stopped renders halfway through because Andy would be calling me and saying, "Oh, Kurt, it's off. The back wheel needs to come out." When you look at the Paris Hilton from the back end, you're going to see that the wheels come out just a little bit. They were in, and I had to stop the render halfway through so we could fix that. But that's the kind of detail you get with these guys. And
needless to say, we've had some pissed off artists on our hands a couple times. But yeah, just in all seriousness, these guys, everybody from Musa to the 3 artists that we have working with us as part of the collaboration, as part of our staff, are just. I mean, I can't say enough about these guys. These guys are phenomenal. Some of these guys, we went onto Instagram and looked at thousands of artists, reached out to a small handful, and I really ended up with the cream of the crop. I mean, I could personally not be more elated with the way that these guys have taken, Musa's vision and translated it into what you see, before you in these NFTs. From the painstaking detail, from the late. I mean, some of these guys didn't sleep for 2 to 3 days you know, to push this and make it happen. And, you know, just hats off to them and, you know, very special thanks publicly to those guys. Can't say enough.
Yeah, and also I think it's a cool time. I just actually sent DC the invite where he can load it up. Talk about attention to detail, and this is William, one of our artists we worked with, who worked with Jessup to come up with this vision. But this just goes to show you everything that we're trying to do in this space. This is the NFT invite. It'd be cool if you could play it and just show people kind of what was sent out as the VIP.
Yeah. Tell me if you hear the music real quick. Anything?
Nope.
No.
Okay, give me 2 seconds.
Yeah, for the amount of time that went into this, it'd be cool to hear the music.
Heck yeah, let's do
If you
that.
can pull it off.
I can pull it off.
Yeah, and then everybody that attends the event is going to walk away with one of these.
Hang on, let me just get that stopped. Okay, here we go. Now you should hear it.
There you go.
Dude.
Is that your?
Whoa.
Oh no.
And again, even the attention to detail, the music is from the DJ Cosmo, who's going to be there at the event. We added all that in, and just we showed the 3 levels of the car with the classic, the diamond, and the gold in the middle. And we just wanted to make sure that we put these little subtleties out there that people were like, oh, that's why they use those 3 cars. I get it. And we didn't have to go that crazy for an invite, but we want to show people that we're serious in this space and we're here to stay and we're going to keep innovating. That's what we're going to do.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I would have to agree that you are showing people. I mean, the level of detail is absolutely insane. Again, I'm not just saying that because I'm interviewing you. I got to say, if look at this. I mean, it speaks for itself, right? I mean, this isn't.
Every level has a variation in the soundscaping. That particular one you'll hear in the beginning has some coins that shake or roll on the ground, and the diamond one has a diamond bag with jewels in it. You could hear the sound effects. So every level of NFT and rarity has a little bit different soundscape, and that was Jessup on that. He did an incredible job, and Connor helped out on a couple of them too. And it's just we're very, very blessed and lucky with the team that we built together.
Yeah, and I just got to say, like, this is next level. I'm not kidding. I've been in NFTs for a while now, and this is one of the best NFTs I've ever seen.
Wow, man!
And when you say like two days worth of rendering, I get that because I do art myself, and not to this level, but I understand the rendering process. And 2 days worth of rendering, and then if that one little detail is, you got to go back and do it again.
Frames.
Come on.
Frames, and then you're bringing it into DaVinci to color. Then you're soundscape, and then you're exporting again. And then you only got so much of a file size to get it up as an NFT. And these aren't just pixels, right? So we have to make sure that we optimize, but yet keep everything looking crispy clean. And I'll point out a couple of little details because probably no one's ever going to notice it. But if we painstakingly put in this time. Everything from the gold and diamond edition has a completely clean package. There's no scratches. There's no fingerprints. If you go down to the classic, we intentionally put in a couple fingerprints on the left hand and right. If you pull up maybe, the Paris, you'll see under certain lighting, there's some scratches in the right-hand corner. There's a couple fingerprints if you look at the top. And that was our way of saying it's almost like a treasure hunt in a sense where you find the gold and the diamond and it's pristine. But then, you see some little scratches right there and you go in, you go, okay, yeah, it's like a common, if you will, Hot Wheel or a die cast that's on a shelf. Sometimes it has a bent corner, right?
Yeah.
It's our way of proving, hey, listen, I hope people get it, but if they don't, we're going to put it in there anyway. But the gold and the diamond are pristine, like somebody that collected a Clemens rookie card, put it in a holder and never opened it up.
Come on, you just you just blew my mind.
Yeah, but you can see the fingerprints as it spins. But no one's ever going to notice that, but oh well. Now everybody will.
They are now. That's ridiculous. That's insane level of detail that you just don't. I mean, like I said, this is if people are looking at how to do NFTs, this is it. Call these guys up, ask them questions, because this is how to do it. Honestly, like I said, I'm not a car guy. I've never been a car guy. I like cool stuff in cars. Like I'm a computer guy. I like technology. You know, throw some movable doors and throw some badass, lights and stuff, and you got me. But I would totally collect these NFTs. No, I'm not just saying that. I would. I might actually buy one and be a member in your Discord.
Well, that's amazing.
We love it.
We really appreciate that, and it's great hearing that, because we have put the time in, and someone like yourself saying that means a lot to all of us. So I appreciate that.
Oh, well, I appreciate that. I mean, come on. I mean, it just speaks for itself. I don't even have to say it, honestly.
Yeah, and I think what Mark was getting at before when he was uploading this, I have been in this for 4 months, just zeroed in, and it's so hard to pull back and get a wide angle view. But then when you do, and I'm seeing it as you're scrolling there, and I'm looking at the header, it's like, well, we did it. I mean, there they are. And I think we wanted to do 3 cars, and it was Mark that said, no, we're going to do 6. And I'm like, but bro,
all right,
6 cars. So there you have it. Thanks, Mark.
That's crazy.
It was my pleasure, man. I do my part.
Can you hear us still?
We can hear you. We brought you back.
Okay. Hey, thank you.
Oh, there you go.
When Kurt was talking about hidden things and really looking at seeing what you can find, we want to talk about maybe doing a little something hidden here.
So we want to put together a special drop, one of one NFT for the whale community.
Oh.
So for bringing us on. Kurt's gonna hate me because I just committed him to doing some running.
Yeah, hot off the text. Connor's sitting here hitting me up, going, "Hey guys, can we do a special one for the whale community?
Let's do it.
Let's do it, guys."
Oh man, that's awesome.
Which is your favorite car out of all of them on screen?
My favorite car?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm kind of in love with the Post Malone ride. So I grew up in California, in the Bay, and all of my family had an Explorer, right?
Okay.
But I love the Mario Kart too. So.
Okay. Well, I would say we flip a coin. That's what we do.
All right, that's perfect because Mario Kart, right?
I think the Mario Kart would be cool, but there's more real estate on the Post Malone car to do some cool custom colors for you.
Dude,
so
awesome.
we'll let you decide for your community, but we're going to do one up with your colors and your logo and your kind of vibe, and we'll change up the packaging and we'll do something special for you.
Awesome. Oh shoot. Okay, can I get back to you? Because I'll put it up for a vote.
I was gonna say, take a vote, absolutely.
and Jessup is going to take this interview and make it as the video moment on the back.
Dude, that'd be awesome.
And then we're going to soundscape it.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
How's that sound?
Yeah, I wish I had a camera. I'd put it on right now, and then.
I was going to say, I should probably turn mine on so the world can see my beautiful face.
Oh, man, that's awesome.
All right, you got it.
Man, the community's going nuts in the Discord right now.
Wonderful.
Oh,
that's awesome.
What about the POAP end of things?
Yeah, so I think what we could do is we'll give away one. We'll mint one of the whatever we end up creating for your community, and then I think we're working with POAP to create some really unique. I don't know if you're familiar with POAP.
Yeah, why don't you explain, Jessup, just to
give them a 30-second overview.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I am, but yeah, explain it for the folks out there.
The community.
William, are you on here?
There he is. I see him. He's blinking.
He's blinking.
Okay. There's a little bit of delay. I was trying to unmic, but I guess I just kept re-micing myself. Yes, super stoked about POAPs. The most basic sense is that they're digital collectibles. So the POAP team, absolutely amazing. They've been working super hard with the West Coast Customs team to make sure that we have these super unique POAPs for of the West Coast Customs Drop for the community. So we're definitely going to keep the whale community updated on that. We want to definitely talk with the POAP team, West Coast Customs team, see if we can create at some point a special whale community POAP just to really show you guys how much we love you, because we do. We do so much. And then I'm also super stoked because we were also able to get the Pizza DAO with rarepizzas.com to collab with us. So those of you that are in Los Angeles, feel free to check out Jessup's Twitter or West Coast Customs and tweeted it. And they're going to go through, and anyone that's in Los Angeles randomly, they'll see if they can pick some people to come out to this amazing VIP event that's going to happen in Burbank. So huge shout out to all of the amazing people in these communities. So POAP, digital collectibles, but a little bit more than that. They're kind of tokens that prove that you're at a certain place at a certain time, whether it be digitally or physically, and that you're a part of the community. So it's just something really, really cool.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm a little older in demo, but we won't spill my age. But I kind of look at these things as like, the concert ticket stub that proves you were there, right? So a really cool collectible that can be NFT'd. We got some amazing artwork that one of the guys one of the younger guys on our team did. But yeah, we can absolutely do a whale POAP for this event. And, now I just signed Jessup up for that.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Whale POAP.
Another cool thing that I haven't told really anybody that I'm going to do. So we're going to be creating a recap video from the event, and I'm going to hide a QR code in that video with a limited edition POAP. So if you find the QR code, there'll be 15 people the first 15 people that find it hidden in the video can scan it and collect the POAP.
Dude, that's awesome. See, this is the kind of stuff. This is the kind of stuff that sets these projects from each other. I mean, the community, the engagement, everything. I'm excited for you guys. I really am.
Jessup, can you talk about the most important thing, which is the food and how that's being done at the event? So this is super cool. The pizza.
Yeah, so because Pizza DAO sponsored it, William can kind of talk to you more about Pizza DAO, but we got these, it's called Speak Cheesy. They're bringing two pizza, they're vans that have pizza ovens built into them, and they're going to be creating pizzas on the spot, these personal pan pizzas for the guests at the event. So
it's all cool. Tied into to NFT, and if William would like to speak about that would be super cool. They have an incredible mission they're off to. It was a great idea to bring them in. It ties right into what we're doing, and they're offering 4 different styles of personal pizzas, and they have these beautiful pizza trucks with ovens in the back, and it's just so cool.
Yeah, absolutely. So the Pizza DAO through rarepizzas.com or the Twitter, they threw the world's largest pizza party, giving away almost $500,000 worth of pizza. They love NFTs, and they're just pretty much gearing up to have Pizza Day again. Pizza Day, May 22nd, being the day that someone used Bitcoin, one of the pioneers of cryptocurrency, to buy pizzas. Let's not talk about how much that Bitcoin is worth today, but celebrate the fact that you used a whole bunch of Bitcoin to have real world utility, which is to buy and then eat a pizza. And, being with Origin Protocol, being in these NFT spaces, these NFT communities, I can sincerely say that the West Coast Customs team, Ryan, Jessup, Mark, everyone, Connor, has been absolutely amazing to work with. They are just genuinely curious about the space, about these communities, about cryptocurrency, about how NFTs can provide, a different level of access on the blockchain for everything to be more transparent. The level of detail they've taken in the NFT design, but also how they're figuring out the roadmap. It's just something for me it's just really, it's just something that I really love a lot, because I really love it when people are passionate about projects. So with a lot of the collectible projects that we've seen out there, this one for me, it definitely is similar to the Damien Hirst project, in that it brings in a lot of fine art elements to it, just in how beautifully crafted these NFTs are. And for this to be the Genesis series and be this amazing, I'm just really stoked to see what the future series winds up looking like. And similar to like a lot of the physical toy collectibles that just keep on evolving and keep on getting better and better, I definitely think that this series is going to be a foundation of the fine art collectible space going to the future. And, West Coast Customs, I don't want to put you guys into that space. I know that you guys cover all different kinds of categories. But from my perspective, being involved with you guys, I'm just really, really excited for this drop and for the future.
Thank you, William.
Yeah, amen.
Amen. Thank you, sir.
Man, so we're just about on this hour.
Oh, we want to show you what Moose during the interview here, and I think we might incorporate this.
Yeah, I think this might be our POAP right
This is
here.
pretty. Bring it right up to the camera. I think that might even be the best way to do it. Yeah, let's do it. This was from start to. This was a blank canvas at the beginning of the.
Oh my God!
There it is.
I gotta let me push this to the big screen here.
Wow. You just did that, Musa?
Dude, come on! Come on, right now.
That might be our that might be our POAP. Wow.
I know. I think it is.
That's badass.
Woo!
Yeah, so whatever you guys want to do with it.
Man, that's awesome. Yeah, the community's super super hyped right now. Before we go, let's tell about the event. It looks like it starts in a day, 3 hours. I got the clock going. Let's put that up.
Yep.
And just give a final recap. Take us out, and give us the scoop real quick, and then we'll say our goodbyes, and then I guess we'll have to wait for a day to get going.
Yeah, so we're pretty much maxed out on capacity for the physical event. We have reserved 2 spots for any avid collectors that are in the LA area. If you just want to go to West Coast Customs Twitter and shoot a DM, we'll pick 2 people to send the invite to. It is tomorrow, 6:30 to 9, and there's going to be the pizza, a bunch of exclusive POAPs. We're giving away rare NFTs, unveiling the secret rare vehicle. It's going to be an incredible time. Cosmo is playing a Metaverse set where he has beat synced visuals that are going to be played behind him on a 25-foot screen, LED TV wall, basically. It's going to be incredible.
Yeah, I was gonna say, as far as the sales event itself, that kicks off about a half hour into the physical event, so 7 o'clock.
One more thing, Mark.
Go ahead, fire.
Actual cars.
The actual cars will be there on site. 3 of those cars.
Post Malone, the Bentley, and the Mario Kart are actually here right now.
No, come on.
For the event. Yep.
Some photos as well of those. It's incredible.
Yep. So so the sales event itself starts, like you can see on screen, about a day. So it'll kick off at 7, a half hour after the in-person event starts. On the Origin platform, you can pay with a credit card if you'd like, or you can move some stable coins, some USDT or USDC, into your crypto wallet. Attach that to the site. The site, if I can shameless plug, WCCNFT.com. That's what DC has been showing you this whole time on screen. That is fully public and ready to go. You can create an account in advance on the Origin platform. So if you do want to bid on the super secret rare, or if you want to purchase one of the NFTs that you've seen, you can you can be ready with that account in hand. So all you got to do is log in and press go.
Great job, as a collector, this is the first appearance of West Coast Customs in the Metaverse, and in the collector world, if you're into collector world, this is the most important piece to get. If you're gonna buy any, this is the most important one because it's the first appearance. This is the first edition.
If you want to stick around, it's gotta be great.
Yeah, and this isn't a one and done like we've talked about. So it's lots to come from here. I mean, in these 5 months that we've been working on this, we've lined up a ton of deals and things in the works too. So
they're mind blowing. We'd love to come back on when we have more.
Oh man, man, that was like the biggest alpha drop. Like something's gonna happen soon. We'll see. I love it. I love it.
And thank you again for your time and bringing us on.
Yeah.
We love.
Yeah, DC, really appreciate it.
Oh, absolutely,
Congrats.
absolutely.
Congrats, you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'll get back to you on what the community decides for the either the cart or the Post Malone, and then I think we put it in the vault. I mean, we got the whale vault. That's our big thing. I think we put it in the vault.
There you go.
Good idea.
That would be huge for our vault, and we're super excited about that. Okay, so tomorrow we have a live event. We have a drop, right?
You got it.
And this is again, this is going to get you access to the Discord. This is going to, be part of the community. This is a huge event. If you have not seen this show, okay, you can go on Netflix, right? You got something on YouTube, is that right? You got a whole new show on YouTube?
That's correct. It premieres tomorrow, and you can hit up Netflix. And
Today.
today. It was today.
Where's the day? All right, all
Yeah,
right.
it's called
Nobody
Painstakingly
has
on
slept.
YouTube.
No one is sleeping. Yesterday was today.
This is awesome. After this interview, I'm gonna go call my my aunt and uncle. We used to watch that show together all the time, and tell them that I interviewed you guys.
Amazing.
So,
What's up?
I can't wait. Yeah, I'm a Cali boy, so I'm on the East Coast now. But I do miss home, and I hope to get back there soon. If I was in LA, I'd be at that event.
Of course you would.
I mean, in seconds, because I would. Can I actually drive? Could you drive the Mario Kart?
For the right price. I mean,
Oh, what about the Poe app? I'll show you the Poe app. You give me
You can drive the Poe app anytime.
Nice.
maybe we'll
That's
sell
awesome.
it NFT that comes with the Mario Kart.
Dude, if you okay. All right. I mean, we're on Huobi now. The price of whale went up. Maybe I got enough money to get the Mario Kart. We'll see.
perfect.
All right. Well, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
And yeah, I can't wait to have you back on and do this again and see all those cool things that come with this.
Looking forward to it.
Appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and I'll leave
Thank you.
everybody with this again, guys. This is the project to follow. This is the project to look at when you're doing NFTs. That's all I'm gonna say, and that's it.
All right.
All right.
Have a good day, everyone.
Take care.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.